Graveyard Hill audiobook, written and narrated and also produced by Ian King. My cousin Shane and I set up our little tent at the back of the farm where it was unlikely that anybody would disturb us. Water rolled leisurely past along the creek bed that had been carved into the bronzed clay. It was within earshot of our chosen campsite. Peaceful sounds, cool and refreshing aromas rose up to tease our senses. Dainty leaves from the overhanging willows played their mysterious, haunting tunes and hid much of the creek from the midsummer sun. This was our secret, hidden paradise for the next few days. Birdsong could be heard from all around us. We were both 10 years old, but I was the oldest because my birthday was in February and his was in July. We had pitched our tent on the flat spot between the briar bush, which was known to rake its thorns over any careless bypasser, ouch! And the pit, above where the tractor had dragged a few dead cows into it over the years, and one beautiful horse named Princess. Now they all rested in peace. Fortunately for us, though, nothing had found its final destination here in recent weeks. Ew, that would be stink. We had named it Graveyard Hill. It was nice and flat there, mostly, and hidden away amongst the many wild flowers speckling the hillside, purple and yellow, and some even red. They were pretty paint-brushed blotches amongst the sun-bleached bones that were scattered higgledy-piggledy around. It made it a sort of special place for the local residents, the dead centre of our farm. Well, that's what we would call it in a Jap anyway. Earlier on, Shane and I had caught some eels from down at the dam not too far from there. We had made fishing rods fit for the purpose out of simple tea-tree branches and nylon that we'd found in Dad's shed. We chucked on some old fishing hooks pulled out of a rusted tin can and some lonely nuts, missing their bolts, for weights. It was all we needed. On the farm we used whatever we could find. It was called Kiwi ingenuity. We were planning to cook them over our fire on a spit with some No. 8 wire and Y sticks selected from broken branches. We'd poke the sticks into the ground and make it sturdy, ready for holding up the eels above the roasted flames. The river sheer bulged with fresh peppery watercress right outside our door. It was a full-course meal, veggies and meat. Oh, but we cheated on the dessert, as we had brought some rice pudding in a can. Yum! Shane, get some watercress. I'll get this eel ready, okay?
Sure. Did you bring the pot?
Yep, at the back of the tent. Fill her up from the creek. Oh, I saw some wild strawberries on the other side of the graveyard earlier too. Can you get some of those? We're having a feast tonight.
Oh boy, how about a rabbit? Shall we get one of those as well?
Nah, we could go out tonight with a 22 and try after dinner. They're easier to hit at twilight.
If you can see them, that is.
We'll find one, I reckon. There's plenty about. We'll need to bleed it overnight anyway. Rabbit stew tomorrow night. Yes! The fire was stoked up, and there was still plenty of hot coals glowing after we'd boiled the cress. I had never spat an eel before, and when the flames tickled at its grey, fleshy belly, it came alive.
Whoa, look at that! I thought we'd killed that hours ago.
Shane exclaimed as his eyes near popped out of his head. The eel looked like it was trying to wriggle off the No. 8 wire and away from every lick of the flames.
It's creepy,
he said. Yep, it's dead all right. See the flame lick there? It's amazing how that part of his body twists away from the point of contact. Must be nerves, I told him.
But it's dead. It sure sends my nerves a-twitching, just watching it.
Ouch, there it goes again. Maybe dead isn't all we think it is. You've heard the stories about life after death, haven't you? And that is when we started the ghost stories. The eel tasted great, and so did everything else. We were nearly popping out of our jeans buttons afterwards and felt awesome. And this is what you call fun down on the farm. As the sky grew dark and the air crisper, we stoked up the fire and its roaring flames danced mysteriously in the cool dampness. The smoke twisted and shimmered over distant shadows of the rough farmland. Shane launched out with an old story heard hundreds of times before.
One cold night in the deep woods of the Waipoa forest, a family was heading home from Opanoni.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?